And what a heat this is, Caroline. You obviously spend a lot of time surfing with these two guys back home. And, well, your loyalty's torn at the moment. Who are you going to go with into the lineup? And, you know, it helped to get into one of the biggest waves of the day.
Oh, my gosh. It was a massive wave she took off on. That was, it was really cool to see her commit to a wave that big out there. And unfortunately, she kind of couldn't really set her line. But, yeah, it showed a big level of commitment.
Some movement here on the outside. And it looks like we are going to see Griffin Colapinto up for the first time in this heat. Heat 2, but it's just going to be a very quick ride and a very small score. Do you have any idea how it's going to evolve when you get to that inside section?
Not really. We see Griffin.
Yeah, Griff trying to get himself into this heat. Just bank a decent score in this first half of his clash. And he's going to drive up into that final section. Does really well just to shuffle that foot back into the middle of his board halfway through the turn and get the completion.
The first two sections will be but yeah, that end section, you don't know if it's going to merge together or just kind of give you a nice clean entry into it. Griffin did really well here on this end section. It's, like I said, it's definitely really hard to time it, so it's impressive. He timed that end section perfectly. That should be a nice score.
And this heat, of course, now takes charge of the priority order, so these guys can really focus on wave choice. This is Griff up and riding. Looks like it's just a quick in and out. See another chunky set coming through. Caroline, how's the vibe in the morning when you know that it's going to be big?
One little part of WA, there's just so many incredible waves around. I think as a surfer, that's just the best part.
Okay, we've got Cole up. The big, powerful unit goes to town on the back end. Surfing with a lot of speed here at the moment. 6'3", around 200 pound, over 90 kgs. So this is a guy that we kind of had sort of earmarked, Rich, as a major threat here in these bigger conditions.
As we look at the replay now, you can see Cole just sits on that bottom turn for a moment, gets the little grab rail. Now just does a couple of swoops here, just avoiding that final avalanche of whitewater.
All right, we've got just over 11 and a half minutes to go, and it looks like Griffin is going to look to back up that 6.5 here. Doesn't get a whole lot out of that first section, but this guy's got the kind of committed end section hits that can convert an average start into a pretty big number, and he goes to town. Unfortunately, gets ankle tapped by that just sidewinding whitewash. On his way to upping the requirement, and still probably will, but that was pretty impressive, just how much acceleration he got through that carve.
Yeah, sleepy cutback now. He just starts to wrap it back into the power source. Watch the speed here as he accelerates through this carve, drops down and just got caught on his heels. As that whitewash starts to push for Griff, he would have really started to build some pressure on Cole. So here's a replay. This is what happened outside. A sleepy swoop off this top there, ducking and weaving through this inside section. Now Cole starts to power up. He gets that final finishing hack.
Yeah, that is a massive moment. You know, to come up against a guy who's shown such incredible form in 2025, sitting in the #2 spot and get the W, is a massive confidence build-up for a man campaigning to get onto this CT full-time. He's going to get another big clash. He'll cop the winner of this heat, either Griffin Colapinto or C.Houshmand, as Griff finishes off a wave there on the inside. That's what he was after. Just
yeah, for sure. I think we'll go excellent, and that was really impressive from Leo. So dolphins out the back.
How was that? Late takeoff. As we watch the replay of Griffin Colapinto. Nice swooping cutback here. Griff just staying poised. And brings it all the way through to the inside. Hammers that final foam section coming towards him.
Ian Gentile forced to withdraw from that due to concussion protocols. And so Leo got the line up to himself and put together a couple of big scores. As we see C.Houshmand here just chipping away on a monstrous wave.
Yeah, and a huge set behind it. You can see there, that's nearly closed out the entire bay here at Margaret River. That's the other thing this year. He just looks stronger and fitter than ever. And then out behind him, big bottom turn into top turn combination. These waves are so difficult to ride. It's almost like they're breathing and they're moving.
I personally love starting in Australia. It's just really fun, and felt like it was working, and finishing at Pipe, you know, Pipe's such an iconic wave, and yeah, the point system, everything about the schedule next year, I'm really pumped on. So, and we also have some Griffin going for it. But yeah, we also have just amazing venues again. So I'm just stoked, and it'd be really nice to have a long off season as well. I think everyone will come into the Australian leg just super fired up, and it'll be really fun to see.
But we're looking forward to more big heats, and we're going to bring in more big names. So don't go anywhere. Griffin Colapinto getting the edge over C.Houshmand.